Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another stream, a D&D session. I believe this is number 8. So we're going to be pretty happy getting into it and just, trying to fuck Matt's day up, hopefully derail his campaign, and see what he can come up with. So it's going to be Lorik doing, or Ulrick doing the recap today. So, take it away, Lorik.
Hey guys, all right. I'm doing the recap today. So, good evening. Oh, I lost my master. So, all right. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and goblins. I'm your co-host and lead anchor, the one and only Ulrick, to bring you the most exciting news from the enchanting city of Waterdeep. I'm here to guide you through a world of magic, mayhem, and the misadventures. So grab your dice, buckle up your armor, and get ready for a wild ride. Alright folks, we're here to roll some critical news, crit fails, and everything in between. Whether you're a mighty warrior, a sneaky sorcerer, a loud cleric, a heroic monk, or just a humble spectator, we've got tales that will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even roll a natural 20 on your funny bone. So let's dive into the headlines, where floating eyes that shoot laser beams in a sewer are not just a metaphor for a difficult boss. Wait, hang on, folks. What? I've got news coming on a live feed. We've got breaking news on a sorcerer named Ulrick getting out of jail with his tails between his legs, copping an earful from his comrade Yeshua for having to pay a whopping fine of 250 gold. A cleric once told me, back in his country, if someone owed that much gold, he's a piece of shit. And I tend to agree with that guy. It will be interesting to see where Ulrick will find the gold, so stay tuned. And in sports, the Waterdeep Warlocks are facing off against the Neverwinter Knights in a heated game of Quidditch. Oh, sorry, hang on guys, wrong fantasy world and campaign. Wrong news feed. Sorry about that. Folks, but trust me, this match is going to be legendary. In the meantime, Ulrick goes out on his own, in intent to steal, but instead, he meets a very nice man named Lorne Dorbrook. Tried to buy him a drink over a friendly game of Sava. When it was time to leave, Ulrick turns the corner to go back through the back roads to Trollskull Manor. Suddenly this woman yells out, "Run!" And before Ulrick could even scratch his own ass, a giant spider comes out of nowhere. Ulrick, the most brave, the most daring, the most cunning sorcerer in all of Waterdeep. 99% of people think he's stupid, but springs into action and takes out the spider, although doesn't make the killing blow and doesn't save the woman's life. Ulrick's best friend, Captain Silverman, walks down and sees that it's Ulrick and starts shaking his head and massaging his forehead. At that moment, Ulrick knew he was growing on him. And don't even get me started on the weather. Our residents predict a 50% chance of fireballs raining from the sky, followed by a light sprinkle of polymorphed squirrels. So grab your umbrellas and magical shields, folks, because this forecast is wilder than a wild magic surge. Because when Ulrick's around, who knows what the fuck is going to happen. And finally, in our Did You Crit That segment, we bring you the rest of the party, who go back to the MX Tavern to smooth things over and see if he knows of any deeds that need doing to earn some gold to pay for Ulrick's stupid actions. They then went back to the tavern and get well-deserved rest. All of a sudden, smash! It's like the building started shaking. Everyone woke up immediately. The bar counter just explodes. While this body that looks like a man in black leather torn to shreds with half a mask on gets thrown across the room. Ulrick and Yeshua both look at the majestic creature standing there, strong and proud, attired completely dressed in a shredded suit, eyes glowing purple. With no hesitation, Dorian does what Dorian does best and jumps out the window to surprise from behind, just in case things get crazy. As Ulrick and Yeshua get between the two, Ulrick notices the man had a symbol of a key in between a triangle. They realize that there is nothing they can do. The tiger takes the human and glides away, agreeing to pay for all the damages he has made into the tavern. What a plot twist, right? So, my fellow adventurers, stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries and celebrate the victories and laugh about the hilarious mishaps of Waterdeep's most colourful characters. Remember, in this world of swords and sorcery, The only thing more unpredictable than a gluteus cube is the news itself. Stay tuned, stay enchanted, and keep on rolling those dice. Where we don't just report the stories, we roll them. Back to you, Matt.
That was
brilliant.
amazing.
Dude, that was
Fantastic.
That is amazing.
Set the bar. Now go get changed.
Oh wow.
Can
Wow.
I actually say something about this?
Yeah.
Nick and I were talking about doing a news segment thing, like as a recap, and I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even tell Yanni. And Yanni goes to me. This was last week when I was doing my recap, and he goes to me, "Oh, I've got just a perfect recap." I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "I'm doing a news segment." I was like, "No, you're not. You can't do a news segment." He goes, "No, I'm doing a news segment." I'm like, "No, we're planning a future news segment. Don't do one." He's like, "Nah, it's my segment." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh
Shit.
shit. You can give yourself double inspiration for that.
Fuck yeah, boys!
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. Is everyone in Roll20? I don't see yourself, Yogi.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I'll just assume that it's just still being a piece of shit. Alright, cool. Well,
Damn update.
as the reporter said, your last session ended with a bit of a bang and a crash as the tiger-like creature dragged away its quarry, leaving you guys in a little bit of a state. Let me just
Yes.
move over to the fake map. It is what it is. So, just for your sanity within this window, its frame and a part of the wall is completely destroyed. It's been shattered, smashed. And the same can be said about the bar counter, which has also just been split in two. Otherwise, it's the middle of the evening. No one's out on the street. It doesn't really appear like anyone even heard the commotion, despite how loud it was for yourselves. And the night continues. What are your plans for the rest of this evening?
I'm Cleric. Give me some paper.
Yes, comrade. I'll shuffle. Over here.
Careful how much parchment you're using there, mate.
I'm recording. I shuffle over here, go to my bag, grab it out, and I just like, not slightly, but like kind of, oh, fuck. I just press Alt back, made my fucking thing go back. Fuck. And I'll just kind of slowly walk back, like I'm lethargic or whatever.
Dorian's gonna grab the paper and go upstairs to the attic room, and I'm going to write a note that says, "Dear ... I'm really sorry." A note. We are really sorry about the bar. We had some unwanted guests last night that thought this place was empty. Hopefully we can fix it sooner rather than later. And I am going to use that rusty butter knife and stab it back up into the wall. That note.
Okay.
Cool. I'm
And
going.
then I'm going
to
to walk back downstairs.
I just want to fucking go to bed. I'm tired. All this fucking commotion.
I'll kind of see what Dorian kind of wants because he's not normally downstairs at this kind of time. And
How much time have we got?
For sleep?
Oh no, just like how.
What's the time?
DM, can you give us an idea of how much time we would have to do something at this time of night?
I mean, like, you've got as much time as you'd like, to be completely honest. Or do you want to know, like, what the rough time of night it is?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that'll do.
Yeah, sure. Yeshua, you've rolled successfully nearly every single time. So at night, we'll say that you're able to easily tell the time. So it would be around 2 in the morning at this point.
okay, cool.
Does that help at all?
Yep.
So we can assume there's piss all if we're outside. The piss all foot traffic.
Yeah, there's literally no foot traffic at this time of night around the North Ward.
Actually, I want to take a walk around the vicinity of Frunes, Brews, and that kind of block area to see if there's any other abandoned businesses around the place.
Alright.
And I'm gonna just start walking out the door. I'm not really gonna tell anyone what I'm up to.
Okay.
Would I understand that he's going for a stroll?
I mean, you've seen him just walk out. He hasn't told you guys what he's doing, but
All right. Well, can I just call out to him like, what are you doing, comrade?
Going for a walk? What does it fucking look like I'm doing?
Well, I don't know. Like maybe go check outside after commotion. Maybe something on ground. Maybe you check there. I don't know. So you go for work. I quite like dark time. Haven't had much opportunity since been here to kind of go out of night. So maybe you care if I come along.
Well, Cleric, you can come for a walk, and with any luck, that tiger will come back and fucking take you too.
Oh, maybe we can hold hands and I won't let that happen to you. Let's go.
alright.
Hold hands.
Radgoran, did you say you were just going to go back to bed?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And I'm going
Ulrick,
to sleep. Yeah, I'm
you're
going to
also
sleep.
you're also just going to go back to sleep?
You gonna come up to my room, Ulrick? Because you got no
I'll
one
come for a
downstairs with you
snuggle.
now. You can come for a snuggle.
I'll come and snuggle.
Fucking hell.
No homo, no homo.
Only touch butts.
Top and tail.
It's
I
only
mean
the
69. I mean top and
It's only
tail.
the tip.
Mate.
Alright.
Mm.
Yeah, Dorian and Yeshua, you're walking along the quiet streets of the North Ward. Make your way down towards Frunes Brews. See that business is all closed up. There is little to no foot traffic. You are noticing that there seems to be, like, further down the street that Frunes Brews on. So this street here, but way further down, you do see, like, you know, someone way down there, kind of like they appear to have like a sweep, and they're sweeping the roads and the gutters. But otherwise, there's no one really else out and about.
I'm strolling about, and I'm looking for, in particular, a business that has closed down. That there's, or a building that has closed down. Around.
Do you share this with Yeshua?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. You just along for the walk. Cool. Both of you give me a perception check.
Nah.
Cool. You continue past many buildings, all appearing closed for the evening. Nothing for you, at least Dorian, stands out. If of anything, you're not really spotting many businesses, and anywhere that you think is a business just looks closed to you. Yeshua, it's a very quiet night. There's not many clouds. The moon is shining brightly, illuminating the streets. You're kind of almost coming to appreciate how nice and quiet this area of Waterdeep is in comparison to the Castle Ward, which still seem to, like, even in the dead of night, have a little bit of hustle and bustle to it, but not like this area at all.
Can noticing that there's I'm
I'll
not
say you've been
really...
walking for like an hour at the moment, so you...
Alright, say that I'm not actually picking anything up. Is that person still sweeping the streets?
You've walked well and truly past them, but you've still like noticed there's others also. They all seem to be dressed in the same kind of clothing as well. It's like a brown overalls. And you've passed a couple other people that seem to be cleaning the streets as well. There's also been the odd person that seems to be asleep or like curled up in the side of an alley and whatnot. You can pretty much easily assume that they may be homeless.
Alright, I'm just gonna pick any one of the random people sweeping the
Yep.
thing. Probably have a conversation with them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. I'm assuming you continue joining with him. Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You approach a fella.
Yeshua's about to find what's up. Yep.
He's best way to kind of describe him is that he himself appears as dirty as his clothing. His hair's all matted. He's got like dirt marks on his face, as like he's been picking up stuff and then touching his face afterwards, leaving marks on it. And as you approach, he stops his sweeping, looks over at you, and like kind of like gives a little bit of this like weird scowl, like he doesn't particularly want to talk to people, but he's acknowledging you approaching him.
Cool. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm quite new to the area. I was wondering if you could be of some assistance in locating some stuff for me.
I mean, it's awfully late. Sure. What do you need to find?
Are you familiar with Frune's Brews? It's not far from here.
Yeah, a bit out of my price range, but I've swept out in front of the shop before.
Well, I can tell you firsthand experience. Don't waste your time trying the homemade ale. You'll be very disappointed. However, I'm wondering. It looks like these streets fairly well. I'm after any businesses that are not the old Troll Skull Manor that is close there. I'm looking for any businesses that might have closed down close to Frunsbury's.
Oh, well, I mean, like, the only one that really stands out to me recently would have been that small little pub that opened up just across from Frunsbrews.
The little
Yeah.
what? Sorry, did you say pub?
Yeah, it was like it was a small little dainty place ran by some fucking rich noble jock. Didn't last long.
Do you know the name? Can you recall the name of the place, or was it not around long enough?
He's got a -2 to intelligence.
I give him guidance.
Guidance.
He rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, Crimson Elk, something along those lines. Elk Crimson, some fancy place. There was some theater nut that really enjoyed the place. And again, rats and other things just kept happening there and just closed up. I said there are plenty of times to clean the shit off the street.
Thank you so much. You don't know how helpful you've been, and I'll flick him a gold.
A gold.
Yeah.
All right.
A copper
He-
is what he meant.
He gets he gets the gold, and he's just you see his eyes kind of like light up, and it's like the reflection of the sun, of the moon off of it kind of like hits his face, and you kind of see him kind of like beam up. He's like,
Oh, thank you, sir. That's mighty generous of you.
If ever you're down around Troll Skull Manor, I hear it might be opening up soon. Call in, and I might be drinking there. Yeah, we can have a chat. But thank you so much.
Yes, I thank you as well. There was a fella that like was there all the time, and I kept hearing people say it whenever I was there cleaning. I think his name was Soren. Maybe he knows more.
Uh, Thank you. When he was at Troll Skull, you were talking about, or the Elk Crimson
elk.
at the Elk. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll be off now. I'm feeling pretty tired, and I'll put my hands in my pockets, and I'm going to walk back to or I'm going to start walking back to Troll Skull.
All right. Yeah, you watch as the guy's kind of like he's bowing, like regularly, kind of like looking at it, and as you kind of both like as you're leaving, you get a little bit further. You see he's like he's looking back. He's eagerly now like sweeping the streets. Like a gold to these guys just for your own sanity that's insane, right? Like he gets paid coppers.
That's
So
good
you've
to know.
given him 100 copper.
Getting a gold as like set this guy for multiple 10 days.
Good. He's been handy.
Alright.
That's how I roll.
What's that? You wanted a handy for the 1 gold.
Well, I thought the guy was going to give him a handy. Yeah, that's what it seemed like, bro.
Mate, if you had propositioned him, he probably would have.
I mean, to be honest, he's got strong forearms. He sweeps, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, you guys make your way back to Troll Skull without issue.
Well, does Yeshua try to stop at any point in time? I mean,
Yeah,
no,
if he
not
wants
really.
to.
no, cool. All right.
I'm
All
just
right.
kind of taking in the air, the night sky, and kind of just. I guess we didn't really talk about anything, so yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Cool. You're back at Troll Skull. Do you guys turn in for the evening?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'll just find my little corner and just shut my ass.
Awesome. And you all rest for the evening. all had a long rest. It's now the morning. You're all waking up. Dorian, you look over and you see that note you pinned to the wall with the rusty knife. It now has some writing on it. It seems like it's written in some it's like this. It's like brownish. It could be dirt. It seems to be a little bit flaky.
Animal semen.
But written on it, it says closing time.
Cool. I'll just quickly scribble 3 question marks. Like, and as I'm doing this, how this looks is it's on the wall, and I like really can't be bothered taking the knife or the thing out, so I'm like half tied. I'm like leaning over the wall, like trying to get this bit of I'm just like trying to get 3 question marks written. So there's like literally probably like 2 and a bit question marks below that.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise-
And then I'll walk downstairs.
Perfect. You go downstairs. I'm assuming everyone else has already gotten themselves up, and you'll
Well,
come down.
Hang on, I wake up and Ulrich's hand is on my thigh. I move it up. I move it up a little bit towards my hips, and then like pull his arms around me for an embrace. And then I'm like, oh crap, it's Ulrick. You're not the troll I was dreaming about.
Oh, what's going on here? Is this a bad dream?
I'm
Or a
all
good
alone.
one.
There's no one here beside me.
I get up, I'm like, oh, contain yourself. Can I? And I get up and I dust myself off.
He's flying half mast,
And
mind you.
yeah, I'm fucking like one of these. And I walk downstairs.
Yeah, I go downstairs as well. We all meet in the smashed fucking.
Yeah, you all
lobby
go
bar
down
room
there, and
area.
now with the morning that it is, you kind of like the sun is kind of like shining through the hole that has been left in the window. You're kind of like taking in the effort you had made so far within here. You've cleaned out by the stage. You're on the 3rd day, and you've cleaned out most of the ruined furniture, or at least put them in piles in the corner. And Ulrick has already started, mending some of it together. Some of the most, if not all of the cleaning, at least on the bottom and the first floors, has been completed. Unfortunately, now with the ground floor in the state it is, you do have some shattered bar counter around the area. Just looking at it, you're just realizing now that that's going to be a pain. But it doesn't seem like there's been much more damage otherwise within here. And so yeah.
When I'm mending and cleaning around that area and stuff, can I see? Can I look around on the floor or anywhere on the bottom floor where the guy just hit and just exploded the fucking the bar? Can I just see like if anything dropped off his person? Like
Yeah,
any?
so
Yeah.
yeah. So you spend a good amount of time looking around. You can give me a perception check.
What's going on?
16.
16. You do find something like underneath some of the wreckage, and as you push it aside, you look at it, and it appears like a small vial. It does have some kind of like within it, rather than having like liquid in it, it seems to have like some kind of like blackish powder. And when you shake it, it kind of like all smokes up a little bit.
Jeez. Okay. I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, cool. Put in a note for yourself that you have pocketed smoke powder.
Smoke powder, sick.
Sick.
Alright. What about yourselves? What are you doing at this time? It is early in the morning. You've all woken up. You know, businesses haven't even really started opening up yet either. Just to give you an idea of the time.
I may make my way down to Dernan's. I'm assuming my character thinks that he'll be open by the time he walks down there.
Yeah, awesome. So you're gonna head towards the yawning portal?
Yeah, I'll see if anyone else wants to come, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to go with you. I wanted to look for some type of fighters guild or something along the way, so I might ask someone at the yawning portal.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm staying back and just cleaning up and stuff because this is bullshit.
Yep. And Dorian, do you also stay back?
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm just like really fed up that we're starting from the start again. So I'm actually going to start cleaning up the wine cellars. Like, yeah, just taking the stuff out of it. And that I think last time, we found some good wine, but we kind of left it at that. So I'm just gonna clean that up.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as Yeshua and Radgoran, as you guys open up the front door to leave, you see that there is a bag, like a brown pouch on the doorstep with a folded note on it.
Oh. You do the honors, Yeshua. You can open it.
You're muted if you're talking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Open up.
I'll grab it and I'll open it.
All right, the note or the bag.
You always read the card first, mate. It's bad etiquette.
I actually don't.
As if Yeshua would
Well,
read
no.
the...
You pick up the pouch and you open up and you see that it's filled with gold coins.
Okay, now I read the card.
Happy birthday. No. Oh, wait, we can't sing that. We're going to get sued.
Apologies. I believed you were closed. For the damage and the time spent. And it's simply signed with the letter R.
Damn it.
Ah.
R.
He's a
You
pirate.
put the... You pick up the pouch. The pouch has got 125 gold pieces within.
Right, I'll count it and I say to everyone, comrades, 125 gold pieces. Oh my god, I told him 1,250. What the fuck is this, man? Oh my god, can't fix the place with this shit, but anyway, better than nothing. I'll toss it over to Dorian. And then I'll just say, oh, okay, I go now. You hold this.
I'll nod, put it in my pocket, and then look at Ulrick and just glare at him, and then make sure that the coins are like securely on me.
Oh gosh. Alrighty. And the morning progresses. And after a couple hours at Troll Skull, there is a knock at the door. Sounds like there's like that kind of knock.
I mean, I'm in the cellar.
Okay, I open up the door.
You're not here.
No,
No, he's
no, yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. I thought you came
I was
with.
no, I was cleaning.
No. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So as you're hard at work, you open up the door, and you see 3 children suddenly like burst through, and they come walking in. And one of them's just like, you see like the young tiefling boy just kind of looking around, and he's just like, see, I knew this place was cursed. Look at all of this. Ever since we left, we were going to put it to rest. And you see the young half-elf boy kind of like walking around going, yeah, my pet would have stopped it. And as he holds, he's got like a stuffed owlbear kind of like that he's got strapped to him. And the halfling girl, you kind of see, she like standing in front of you, and she signs to you, and like bows and steps in.
I'm like, kids, how are you? And cursed? What do you mean cursed?
And Tiefling turns around and he's just like, well, you would have known if you didn't kick us out that this place is actually haunted.
Well, I wasn't kicking you out. I just played a little prank. That's all. So, and I sit down and I'm like, so tell me, I don't know, what's the curse? Tell me the story.
The boy kind of comes, like
intrigued.
the half-elf boy kind of comes over and he's just like, pranks are supposed to be funny. That wasn't funny. That was mean.
Oh, look, I apologize. And I bowed to them and said, well, the joke's on me. I apologize, kids.
When you say I apologize, right? It's like something out of like, an anime, right? The tiefling boy's just like ching, and he comes over and he puts out his little hand and he's like, your apology will be accepted for 2 silver pieces each.
Oh, this kid's got some fucking guts though.
Would I be able to hear this from the
You can
cellar?
hear you can hear like a bunch of voices upstairs. They sound young.
Okay, so like I'm not. I'll start climbing up out of the cellar when I would have heard the talking and wander over.
You currently kind of walked up with this small little tiefling boy. He's best way to describe him is like he's almost like all purple. He's got very dark little horns, but he's mostly purple, and he's like has out a small hand, like very chuffed with himself. He's wearing an eye patch and he's got a small bow in his back. It looks like a toy bow, and he's just
Sorcerer, what's going on here?
The children just they just burst in and just wanted to tell me about the cursed building. They want to put at rest here.
Exactly, and he's apologizing to us by paying us all 2 silver pieces each.
two silver pieces each, and what's the 2 silver pieces each again? I was down in the cellar before I heard all the commotion.
Well, it's for scaring us away. We couldn't eat our lunch and we lost it when we were running away, and Nat broke her wooden sword while she was running, and we need to buy her a new one.
Can I ask, is there any like chairs close by?
Yeah, Ulrick would have repaired a couple by now.
All right, so I'll grab a chair and I'll swing it round and like sit on it the wrong way around, and I'll go, I did actually happen to see what that dumb sorcerer did to you guys when you walked in here, and I'm not too fond of people playing pranks on children that aren't funny, but I have a deal, and I'll take my dagger out of my belt or wherever it is. And I'll go, how about if old sorcerer over here ever tries to lay a finger on you again, I'll skin him alive for you.
The tiefling boy kind of like arches his eyebrow, and he's just like, "That sounds like a good deal. However, if he doesn't pay us the 2 silver pieces, would you skin him alive as well still?"
You know what? You drive a hard bargain, but I think I would.
And then I look at Dorian and say, well, you better start skinning.
I'll stand up.
You'll see that the little halfling girl kind of like, gets a little bit intimidated by you standing up suddenly, and you see her kind of shuffle over behind the tiefling boy, and you see the boy kind of just be like, "It's okay, Nat. We'll get you a new sword."
And
I look and I say, do you have the broken sword on you by any chance?
You see her just shake her head.
Why don't you bring it to me and I can repair it for you? Good as new. Better than a new one.
You see her sign something to you again. Dorian, you can give me a history check.
History check.
She signs this.
Yeah. 15.
15. You recognize this sign language. You've encountered like different kind of versions of it before.
Mhm.
So you can kind of brokenly understand what she's trying to say, and you kind of pick up on her signing lost.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
so broken and lost.
what I'm going to do is Dorian's going to give those kids the 2 silver each.
That he
and I'm-
won in the chess game.
And then I am going to, as I'm handing it over, going, I'm sorry that thing did that to you. Again, I'm not fond of people that aren't kind to children. And you have my word, he won't do it again. And as I'm saying this, I am looking directly at that piece of shit sorcerer with a stare that could kill. And then I'll turn around and go, hopefully, if your sword is lost, if you do find it, I'm sure the sorcerer can mend it for you. When we first come here before, you were talking about a ghost. Have you told the sorcerer about this ghost, or what makes you think there's a ghost here?
Well, yeah, the tiefling boy kind of like sees the money, and he's kind of like gives it out to his to the other 2, and then he looks at you and he's just like, "Well, Granny told us about this ghost."
Granny, she has some very nice pies. We've tried those pies.
Yeah, Granny's pies are the best, says there's a little half-elf boy.
Have you spoken to the ghost or played any games with the ghost?
Ghosts don't play games. Ghosts
What?
scare people. That's why we were here. We were here because we heard that if we managed to scare away the ghost, we would be accepted into the grey hands.
Great. I'm gonna say grey hands, and as I say that, I look at Ulrick and kind of shrug my shoulders as if to say, "Hey, man that likes checking out people with tattoos, do you know anything about this?"
I just shook my head. Greyhounds, kids, what is the greyhounds?
Well, they're the strongest in all of Waterdeep. They're even stronger than the guards. The tiefling boy is the one currently replying to you. Are there anyone
Strong.
that's
Strong. Are we talking about mercenaries or are we talking about thieves? What are we talking about here, kids? What do they do?
no? They're adventurers chosen by the Black Staff themselves.
The Black who?
The Black Staff.
The Black Staff. And who are the Black Staff?
Give me a history check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to say, who
20.
said you'd be accepted to the Grey Hands?
The Black Staff you've met with Renair. Her name is Vajra Safar.
Okay.
The boy replies back with, well, that's what Granny said. That adventurers, when they do big deeds and everyone learns about them, the Grey Hands will seek you out, and then you can join them, and then all your worries will be resolved. We'll get a home to live in, and we will be respected, and no one will hurt us anymore.
When he says that, I'm actually going to kneel down and put my hand out and say, go to shake his hand and say, I haven't introduced myself. My name's Dorian, and while we're around here, or no, I'm going to say while I'm around here, if anyone goes to hurt you or tries to hurt you, you come here and you tell us. Even though the sorcerer has made a fool of himself when he first met you, I am sure, and I look at Ulrick, he would not let anything happen to you either.
I put my arm around Dora and said, that's it. That's exactly right, kids. I'll never let anything happen to you.
And then I push him really hard
the
with my left hand.
The tiefling boy puts out his hand and shakes it, and he goes, I'm Squidly, and this is Jenks and Nat. Jenks being the half-elf, Nat being the halfling.
So, kids, back to the curse. Did you ever speak to the ghost? How were you going to put it to rest?
Well, we never spoke to the ghost, but go on, Jenks. And you see the boy kind of like walk over and like look up, and he's just like, well, there's a really famous writer that was, around our area asking about ghosts and said he was an expert, and we were listening to him talking about it, and he said that all you had to do was scare a ghost and then it would go away, so we were here to scare it.
It wasn't Volo by any chance?
I don't know his name, but he spoke really like I am the greatest in his best kind of like impression.
That's Volo.
Was he about my height?
Looks at you and he's just like, a little bit shorter.
I look at Ulrich and I just start laughing and shaking my head.
I start laughing too.
Yep, and then I say, you know what, kids? Sometimes I don't believe ghosts are all that bad, and sometimes we don't want to scare them away all the time.
And I say they can be misunderstood as well.
The kids kind of like look at you and they're just like, we don't. Well, why did the? And you guys are going to continue a conversation with them while we swing over to the other two. So you guys have making your way through Waterdeep. Give me a moment. I'd really dislike this new layout. Cool. All right. Well, you guys are making your way through Waterdeep. You've made your way all the way to the market. There's a little bit of hustle bustle starting. You're noticing a lot more deliveries are happening around this time. There are merchants setting themselves up in different locations. People seem to be going to their work or making their rounds through the town at the moment. Is there anything on while you're doing this walk that you're hoping to look out for, or you're just enjoying the scenery as you make your way down towards the castle ward and the yawning portal?
I'm just happy enjoying the scenery, unless Radgoran wants to do something.
Do I notice anyone that could be like? Would I be able to notice if anyone is proficient in like fighting or like
I
might have a
mean,
sword or weapons that are sheathed?
well, I'll say that like Waterdeep isn't any stranger to adventurers. You would be definitely passing adventurers as you go along.
Okay.
If you want to give me a perception check, I could see if anyone kind of particularly fits a
Yeah.
bill as
Yeah,
you're going along.
Cool. 14.
Okay. Cool. With a 14, I mean, you do notice a rather... This guy stands out amongst the entire crowd. He seems to be moving with one other person that probably they're like 5'9", but this guy is nearly 8 foot tall as he's kind of like stomping through. He has a massive battle axe on kind of sheathed on his back. And he's like covered in like what appears to be like swirling tattoos kind of going around. And they just seem to be making their way just in front of you at the moment.
Okay.
He
I'm going
looks...
to go up and introduce myself.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to this man.
I stick my hand out. I say, "Pleasure to meet you, mate. Name's Radgoran.
Kind of
Mighty fine battle axe you've got there."
he looks over and he goes, "Oh, small boy." Kind of like turns over to you and he's just like, you approach Thar."
Well, yes, I just you have such a very nice battle axe there. I'm just curious about number one, where you got it, and number two, if you know if there's anyone around here that has any good weapons to buy.
Good weapons. Sure, plenty of good weapons in city. Thar got this from Orc War Boss, and kind of like pulls it over. And he goes, "See, adorned with teeth. Thar's best possession. Not for sale.
How did you get that? I hope you didn't kill him.
How else does Thar take weapon?"
Oh shit! So he's killed an orc, fucking leader.
So, what? So plenty weapons in city. Trade ward. Find weapon.
Okay.
Not as good as Thar's, but weapon.
Does he have another person with him?
Yeah, that's like a shorter, like short in comparison woman, standing next to him. She seems to be like kind of close, like has like a robe with like a cloak with a hood over her. But
Okay.
at this distance, you see she's heavily armored, like full
Yeah.
plate armor. Has like a shield and a rapier sheathed.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to turn to her and be like, okay, it might be better talking to you. And then you just introduce myself.
She puts out her hand and he goes, "Well, Matt, we are on our way to a job. So is there anything we
A
can
job.
help you with?"
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you might have any information about how someone like me might be able to get into that type of work. What type of job are you talking about?
Well, I can't really tell you. Like work-wise, I mean, like we've been hired to go deal with some what is it? Monster out beyond the walls.
Okay.
So, I mean, get a name for yourself, meet the right people. People will reach out to you. Like everyone was a fledgling adventurer before, and I'm sure that if you survive, you'll get somewhere.
Okay. Any sort of recommendations on areas of the city? This is a pretty big place.
Like the Yawning Portal's always a good place to meet people.
Perfect. That's where we're going.
Yeah. Thar, what was that place you went to? The one where you crushed the man.
Yeah. The strongest in all of Dockwood. Thar met short man there once. At bar with blade. Man challenged Thar. Thar put head through dirt. Thar was told, now 7 feet deep. Strong Thar. 7 feet.
Okay. Thanks, guys. You've actually been a rather big help. Sorry, what were your names again? So we got Thar and
I am Thar. And this is Sar.
Sal.
Thar.
Sar.
Oh, Sal. Is it Sal or Sar? I turned to her and asked
She
that.
said Sal.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna take my leave. I tip my head and just walk off. Could I tell what race she was? Did you say that? Sorry.
No, she was fully armored. You could not. You can give me a nature check about Thar though.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, he's obviously an orc, but yeah, I wouldn't mind more info. My nature's -1, but oh, beauty, 16.
16. You didn't know better. From your travels, you've only seen maybe 2 people the size of that man, and you
Okay.
think he's a part of the Goliath race.
Okay. Cool. All right, we make our merry way to the Yawning Portal.
Yep.
Cool. You guys make your way over to the Yawning Portal. You get there. Doors are open. It's not closed. There is a few patrons in there at the moment, but they seem to be just eating breakfast really. You see Bonnie, the barmaid, still kind of like seems to be like setting up the tables already. Even though it's early morning, you clearly can tell that they're getting prepared for another busy night as always. You see that there's a couple gnomes over by the contraption that lowers people down into the pit. They seem to be like, working on that, kind of like little tools, kind of putting it in there and making work. And Durnham, you see, is actually currently like eating some most likely some breakfast at the front bar counter.
I'll take your lead, Yeshua.
Bonnie, where's Clyde? Hey, maybe around here somewhere. Oh, not Clyde, sorry. Durnan. Where's Durnan?
But kind of just like points, and Durnham's like literally right there in front of the bar, kind of just eating, sitting in the store.
Look, I'm 20 years old and my eyes are not what they used to be, you know what I say?
It's like, she goes, okay, fair enough. Durnham, and you see him kind of like look up, and he's kind of like looks over, and he's got like a piece of like jerky or something like hanging out of his mouth and sees you, and he's just like, kind of like does a nod up at you. No, come on.
Ah, my good I give him a slap on the back.
You kind of hit him, and you see him. You see his jerky, like a bit of his jerky, just kind of like goes, like nearly gets out of his mouth, but he like kind of manages to hold on to it. And he's just like, I didn't realize I was this friendly with you. Who are you?
They call me Yeshua, and I'm friends with Warlock, friend with lot of people, mirth and all that. Very good friend. Friend of yours? Friend of mine. I also give you Heimlich for free just then. Very, very good healer. You see firsthand.
As you say healer, he's just like, oh, the troll. Yes, I do remember you now. Friend of Volo, so I'm assuming you're here to pay his tab then, or?
Friend like that, I don't know, but you know what? I do tasks that give gold, and maybe depending how much tab, maybe we pay later. But first, we look at some missions.
Oh, you're after work.
Or maybe. What do you think, eh? You have a few things you need taken care of from big muscly guy right there.
And I'm doing this when he points over.
Give me a. So you're going to give me a persuasion check again. This isn't to persuade him. This is just to see, like, how you're kind of like. We could almost say a performance check if you really wanted to, but otherwise persuasion.
Same roll. I'll give myself guidance.
Same.
I'm gonna have advantage as well.
Oh, nice. For that persuasive performance. Oh, it didn't fucking help.
10.
He's just he kind of like he's eating his food and he's just like, I mean, what kind of work? I can give you something around the bar if you need. So, like, the tavern can always use a new hand every now and then. Or are you? What do you want to do, son?
Look, I look for something that pays lot gold. I don't think me cleaning your bar is going to really be of any use to you, really. You've already got your bar staff here. And to me, it's not really worth. Maybe I get maybe if someone owes money, or, maybe you need, how you say, procurement of stolen items or something. If this pays 100, 200, 2,000 gold, we talk. Maybe.
Durnham's kind of like he's munching his food and he's like looks you up and down and looks up Radgoran and he's just like, so you're adventurous, right? Okay. I mean, looking at yourselves, I mean, I could probably throw the both of you into the portal and neither of you would be able to stop me, right? So, 1,000 gold pieces for a kind of work? Probably not. Though, you always start small. I too was at your state long ago, and I understand how keen and eager you could be. So, we'll start small. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Moderate, yes.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Moderate.
I've been getting complaints about the sewers.
Yes.
More so. The Dung Sweeper Guild decided to come here asking for assistance from someone to take up the job, but no one would take it. To go deal with some rats. Go clean up some rats. And we can go from there.
Okay, I say we do go down to sewer, and We fuck some guys up over there, very, very nice. We find something else we fuck up as well. So maybe we say already clean. So clean, check.
Were they rats that you dealt with?
I maybe believe it was goblin, but
Yeah, so they weren't rats.
Same.
My job is for rats. I'm very proud that you managed to go down to the sewers and you were able to achieve another job down there. But my job is for rats.
Okay, rats, but I say, if you go like this with I, then you see goblin rat. I was under the false impression, so.
Alright. Just for that. You do the rat job. You show me that you can get it done. Quick, easy, no problems. I'll pay you 20 gold pieces. And then we'll talk about another job.
Okay. So you say as well, what sweep guild you say go
Dung
down?
sweepers.
Dung
Dung as in
sweepers.
like shit?
D-U-N-G, yes.
Yeah, cool,
Hey,
cool.
so just a question: Are
Mhm.
they the guys that were down there originally? Like the guys that we kind of fucked up?
No.
Okay.
They weren't.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. what that was.
You've heard the Dung Sweepers Guild is like one of those many different trade unions within the within Waterdeep. They're
The guys that were down there, they were part of the brawl at the tavern. First off, that's
Yeah,
who they
I
were.
know. Yeah, I know who that. I know, but like
Azra
who they were
mentioned the
part
Dung
of.
Sweeper Guild though with the sewers.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, when Vajra mentioned it, just off above the table, when Vajra mentioned it, it was about going down there before they cleaned the sewers of the sides. if you
Right.
remember.
Okay,
Right. And thus the rats.
So it's the Guild of the Dung and Street Sweepers.
Okay, cool. Alright, just back in character.
All
Ba.
All right. Okay, so maybe I have for journey. Before I go, you forget one important thing. You keep hydrated, and that's how we get through the day. I'll go to Bonnie right next to him, and I'll be like, I shall get 1 whole pint of your finest H2O.
Bonnie kind of like looks at you and just kind of smiles, and she's like, "All right." Goes into the back. Shortly
And
after comes out
I'll
with-
signal for an ale on the while she's doing that.
Yeah, she puts down a pint of water and then a pint of ale, and goes to hold out her hand, and Durnham just goes, "Nah, don't worry about it."
Ah, beauty.
Oh, you kind, handsome man. Oh my god.
Whenever you get the chance, I want you to just bring me their ears.
Beauty.
Sewer entrance. The dung sweepers were talking about the sewer entrance down on Snail Street towards Sale. So if you follow down the main street, you'll eventually find one of the entrances. Jump down.
Yep.
Tell me what you find. Deal with some of the rats that they're saying that are causing issues, and come back with their ears. You get payment.
Okay, no worries. We go to Fish and Chip Lane, go down the hall, and with no stress. See you.
Is there anyone else that we can notice while we're in there that could be noteworthy for us to talk to? Like a noble, maybe?
You can be a perception check.
Cool.
I'll give you a. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's alright. It's already done. 18.
18. You don't see any nobles, but even when you've been there, the only people that are almost of nobility there
had been Mert when you first encountered him then.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple others in that evening, but there's no one here currently that appears of nobility. There, I mean, like you
Okay.
see a Dragonborn, you do see a couple half elves and some halflings as well, and then the gnomes, but they all seem to be just going about their morning, eating some breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
But no one particularly like stands out to you here today.
Would
or at this
you,
time?
little bit out of character here, would you say that Durnan is the guy for us to be talking to, or would we be able to sort of go
I
around and be
can't.
talking to others?
You
Okay.
could talk to the others, but
I think one quest at a time, boys. Alright, cool. We're gonna
Alright.
head off.
Yes'm.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So, back at the manor. You still got the kids in front of you. They told you all that they heard about the ghosts. You can tell that their imagination is going wild at this point. What they're saying there could be truths within it, but a lot of it sounds very over imaginative. And then eventually they get to a point of the conversation being like, we can we hang around here if we wanted to? Like, come visit.
Yes, of course.
I start nodding my head. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we won't get in the way. And maybe we can hunt for the ghost while you're rebuilding.
Put him to work.
You can hunt for the ghost, but remember what the sorcerer and I said, that not all ghosts are bad, and we wouldn't want to scare the ghost because it's obviously likes its place here, if there is such a thing. And who knows, it might become friends with us one day. And
You see the half-elf boy go, friends with a ghost?
yeah, friends with a ghost.
You can't be friends with a ghost. Squiggly, you can't be friends with a ghost, can you? Just looks at him and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
said,
imagine the pranks you could play if you had a friend that was a ghost.
You see like the halfling girl just kind of like shrink back a little bit, like a little bit nervous with the idea of it. Like, otherwise,
You say Ulrick.
I was just going to say, imagine being friends with a ghost. They could protect you if anything happens. Who knows? Someone's chasing you, come in here, and the ghost sees it, can protect you. You never know. The ghost might like kids, might be very protective.
I just look at Ulrick and just be like, too far.
Oh gosh. Alright. Otherwise, the kids kind of like just they all turn around to each other. They have a real they all seem to be talking to each other in sign. Dorian, you pick up on a couple signs. One that's like pretty much going, "We'll come back." And they turn around and they're just like, "Okay, well, we're gonna go visit Granny and get Nat a new sword. So we'll come back."
Okay, we'll see you again soon. Stay safe.
They nod and they all kind of like start running to the door. And as they run into the door opens and there's this rather big burly man kind of like knocks into him and he's just like, "Oh, kids, looks up at yourselves and you see it's Mert and he goes, we're not running a daycare, are we?" And the kids kind of like go back and they run around the three other people with Mert as they come in. So going to go over to it. Cool. So yeah, Mert kind of like walks in, and behind him you see three different individuals, all kind of dressed in kind of like varying kind of styles. You see like a halfling man that appears to be wearing a rather tailored vest, and he's got like really pronounced mutton chops. See a dwarf with a long braided brown beard. He's wearing a leather kind of like apron that's tied around him, and on his hip you see a chisel. And then you also see a really lanky, bald human man. It seems to be like wearing like overalls and like dusty denim jeans. They all walk in, and Mert like sees the kids run out, and he turns around. He's just like, are they yours?
No, they're just the neighborhood hoodlums.
All right, well, it's always good to get to know the locals. That's admirable. He kind of like moves over a little bit quicker and leaving the other three behind him. He over to you and he goes, "We're still selling ale, right? Still going to be a tavern?
Eventually.
Okay, but we won't have children when we're selling ale, right?"
I've not really thought about it. I don't suppose we will.
Yeah, just joking, just joking. Kind of comes back and he's like, "Well, friends, I'm here to introduce you to the help." Kind of like turns around and he's just like, "This fellow here, his name's Broxley," looking at the halfling. He's with the Fellowship of Innkeepers. He's the one that we'll have to deal with when it comes down to officiating the business and ensuring all our dues are paid to ensure that we're allowed to continue running this operation. Broxley, you'll have your time in a moment. This here is Ari. Ari is with the carpenters, roofers, and plasterers, and he's going to oversee with his people the restoration of the... What on earth happened there? He's like looking over at like the hole in the window over in the corner. What happened? Looking at yourselves.
I just
Wrong
say,
place, wrong time.
Yeah, long story.
Right. I hope that doesn't cost more. Anyway, and lastly, this fella here is Lan, and Lan is with the cellars and plumbers, so he'll ensure that the cellar is all tip-top shape and gets all the pipes running and everything goes well. So yes, yeah, I see you've kind of like now seen the shattered bar. It's just like I see you've started making progress. Much cleaner though. That's other than that. Yeah. Is it just the two of yourselves here today?
The other two went for a stroll somewhere. Not sure where, don't really care.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they're doing something very productive with their time rather than looking after their investment. Well, done my dues. I just wanted to come in, check in with yourselves, introduce you to some friendly representatives of ours. I'll ensure they do the business. I'm going to kind of like seize like a chair over in the corner that's been repaired, and kind of like walks over to it and sees like a table that kind of has like a leg snapped off, and you watch as Matt kind of like pulls the chair up, looks at the chair, at the table, and he's just like he holds his hand over it, and you see like a light kind of like glow for a moment as the leg kind of reattaches to the table. He's just like tilts it back over, sits back down. He sits down, puts his hands in front of him, and he's just like, "Well, I'll do the supervision. You go off and talk the talk that you need to have. I'll be right here if you need me."
Nice.
Sits back.
As the first one to approach you is the man that's called Broxley. And the halfling kind of walks up and he's just like, well, inns are few and far between in the North Ward, and as Mert's just introduced, I'm a representative from the Fellowship of Innkeepers. So we will become quite acquainted. I make frequent visits to all of our members, and Mert didn't tell me. Are any of you currently members of the Fellowship?
No.
Oh, okay then. Well, firstly, you must become members in order to operate within Waterdeep. I'll arrange the paperwork quickly. I understand that Mert is your benefactor, so I'll put all the charges to him. Transparency is my middle name. It's something that I'm always very, very proud of. So I'll ensure that the 250 dragons is paid by Mert. Just the one-time payment to ensure that all the paperwork is done correctly, and any recurring fees will just come out of whatever regular expenses and for the operation of the business. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to just deal completely with Mert?
250 dragons seems a bit steep for filling out some paperwork.
Well, unfortunately, it's a non-negotiable one-time payment to join the guild.
A one-time payment to join the guild, and as you can see, we're not open yet, so I'm guessing any payments will happen after we've opened.
Well, you need to process the payments. We need to ensure all the ticks are done and everything. It could take a 10-day for it to all be done. So you'd want to get it done, before you're open. But yes, you could do that. You just wouldn't be able to operate until all of it's sorted.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: there's the sorcerer over there. His name is Ulrick. We have a loudmouth cleric and a barbarian that now believes in ghosts. They're not here, so I'm going to tell you anything that we discuss or you talk to me about today, and the sorcerer over there. I'm not entirely comfortable agreeing with anything without the rest of the people that also own this tavern around. So just let it be known that anything we talk about today will have to be run past the people that are not here.
Just above table, take a look at your messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware. He goes, of course, but I can at least, can I get started on the paperwork?
You can get started on the paperwork as long as we can read over it and sign it as a party later on.
Yeah, of course. I will, I'll talk with Matt to get an understanding around the dealings. I'm assuming all 5 of yourselves will need to be on this, and yeah, I will get this arranged. I'll see you later.
Wait, just one thing, Broxley. Froon's Brews. Do you have any dealings with them?
As I said, I visit all the taverns around here. However, as an executive of the fellowship, I can't talk much about other people's business dealings.
Privacy legislation, clever.
Yeah, he signed an NDA, right?
Yeah, that's
NDA.
Bear, did you have anything else to say to him, or was he will move
No,
on?
I'll look at Ulrick and go. Would you like to say anything, Ulrick?
I think you've covered it all pretty much.
And
It's
Ulrick,
best-
you need to talk up a bit.
It's best if you've said pretty much everything. It's best I leave you, Mr. Contractor, to deal with the logistics.
Wouldn't want to end up in jail, would we?
No. We've already lost 250 dragons. I don't think we want to lose another 250.
Yep,
Alright.
that sounds with him.
You watch as Broxley kind of like makes his way over to Mert. He looks around for a seat but doesn't find one. He just starts having a conversation with Mert. Next up, the dwarf kind of like takes this. You like see that he's been looking at like some of the shattered bar, and he had also now started making his way over to like the wall. He's looking as like, So, what are your plans with the joint?
Gonna fix it up.
Yeah, but
Reopen
what are you going to do with it afterwards?
it, Open it.
And
Turn it back into a tavern.
I always love a new drinking spot. There's never good ones around here, especially up in the Northwood.
Well,
Except for the one underneath the Sword Maiden. That one's fantastic.
Storm Maiden.
Yes, underneath the Sword Maiden. Not too far from here. Giant statue. Sword.
Cool.
Yeah, I did that place. Fantastic work.
I
Well-
hear this place was quite the place back in the day, and we would love to see it restored back to her
Aye.
former glory.
I reckon it will be magnificent after I'm done with it. I'll have my people in here every day and getting this all ship shop. It's good that you've cleared up most of the rubbish, so we will have free pickings throughout the place.
We've taken some notes too of what we believe we've found. If that would be of any help and speed up the work you guys have to do.
Yeah, wonderful. You'll have to share it with me shortly. Do you mind if I just do a quick inspection, run around, get an idea of what we're working with?
Go for your life and be careful of the ghost.
Don't exist. Only my ex-wife. And then he starts walking off, and going through the place. The last one is just this is the human, the bald one that it was called Lan. He kind of like stands there and he's just looking, like kind of like out into space.
And yourself?
Yeah, Lan and Sellers, Plumbers. What do you? It'll be a full fitting, I'm guessing.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it done. Where's the cellar? I'll start from the bottom to the top and just get it sorted.
If you look over there, and I'm going to point to the cellar, and at this stage, because I was cleaning it before, the door will be open with like old shitty wine kind of scattered around the I guess the opening of it, where I've like climbed up and just plopped it there before the
Yep.
kids walked in. And I'll point over there. I'm like, cellar's over there. As I'm basically cleaned it up, or most of the way cleaning it up. So that's where that is. What else are you chasing?
I'll start there and I'll sort it out. Can I look around?
Sure.
Thank you. Kind of like just mopes his way over there. He goes over to the cellar and you see him like kind of like kind of get on his knees. He pokes his head down. He's just, you immediately watch as he kind of holds his nose. He's like that, and he's just shakes his head and takes a deep breath and starts climbing down. After a moment, you see that Broxley is kind of like left. He's done his talk with Mert. The dwarf Ari comes down after doing his inspection, and he gives you guys all the lowdown on what he's found, and you know the amount of people that are going to be coming through, and to expect a few others. The one thing he does mention is that he goes, you'll need a new sign, so I can recommend a great member of ours, Tally, just around. If you introduce yourself to him, I'm sure he'll make a fantastic sign for you.
Ah, yes, we've met Tally. He's quite the craftsman.
Aye, was a lot better in his youth, but still got a knack for it.
Yep, we've seen his work, and he sure does.
Yes. Well, I'll be seeing you.
One last thing, Ari. Froon's Brews.
Aye.
You do much work there?
Nah. Spits on the floor. It's like, won't be doing no work there.
Are you spitting because you're remembering the taste of the ale, or is there something else bothering you?
It's fucking shite, ain't it? Who the fuck puts molasses in their ale?
I've had some ale in my time, and I tell you what, I wouldn't feed that to the rats in the sewers.
If I had it my way, I'd condemn the joint.
Yeah, he's definitely not the stylist, that's for sure. It's quite an odd place, but had any troubles with the owner?
Look, I can't go speaking for the guild, but I will give you some friendly advice from what I heard from other fellas. There's a reason why there's not many of these drinking spots around Trollskull. And I point my finger right there.
Well, thank you for that information. When we open up, the first ale will be on me, and maybe we can sit down and try another few ales out, but probably not the one at Froon's Brews.
That sounds fucking fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, I'll get my boys in here quick smart. Starting tomorrow, you just have to accept the fact that there'll be a lot of us around. Ha! And, before I do go, because it is a important question. How do you feel about drinking on the job?
Between you and I, we've got no drug and alcohol policy, so go for your life.
Fantastic. Well, you can know that the boys, they know how to stand on one leg. One of them has one leg, but it's not because of any occupational health and safety issues, so don't you mind that. And plus, we got insurance, we're covered.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Well, as I said, I'll get the boys here tomorrow, and we'll start round the clock. Well, until beer o'clock. Ha! Alright. And he puts out a hand to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
Yeah, you feel like, he's got a grip. It's callous. This is a man that's worked all his life. And smile. He gives like a real toothy, cheeky smile, and you see that he's got like a silver tooth. It's just like, right, and he goes off.
As he shakes my hand, I'll say Dorian, because I'm not sure Mert introduced me. He doesn't really like me much, so I'll just say name's Dorian.
And it's like, Ari Brownbeard. Nice to meet you. All right. I'll send the boys in, and I'll catch you soon.
Thank you.
Shortly after a short time after him leaving, you see Lan kind of come back up from the cellar,
And he kind of mopes over to yourselves and he goes, "It should be easy enough. And I'll have it done in maybe like 9-10 day."
Okay.
Alright.
No worries,
Well,
thank you.
thank you. Kind of like just mopes his way out, and kind of as he goes out, you watch him as he like kind of the sun hits him and he looks up and you just see him go, just like makes his way out.
I turn to Ulrick and go, hopefully we're not paying them by the hour.
Especially if they're drinking on the job, it could take a lot longer.
The carpenters are alright. I'm not sure about the cellar people.
And they've all left. Mert's you can see Mert's kind of sitting there, and he's got a deck of cards, and he's just playing cards with himself at this point. Like some kind of like, it's not solitaire, but it'll be the closest explanation to what it is. Kind of just playing cards with himself at the moment. And yeah, you guys got a couple hours to kill. So do you just continue working around the joint?
Can we have a conversation with
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I'll sit at the table. And I'll just say, look, we want to pay most of what we owe you as soon as possible. Is there anyone around here, or do you know of any missions that might be up to our skill level that are paying some gold?
Kind of like rocks back on the chair a little bit. He's kind of like holding his face. Keep an ear out.
Sorry, repeat that.
Keep an ear out. I got lots of friends. I'm sure someone will come over and need old Mert's help. And if I don't have to do it and I can get others to do it, you bet your ass I will do that.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
I'm retired.
I know.
My days gallivanting around are over. The old wolf is done. Just want to drink wine, watch money come in, and laugh at people.
And heard any interesting news around the traps?
Around what?
Around the traps.
You know what has been interesting?
Tell
Is
me.
those two gangs. You know, Renade's filled me in. You know, the Xanathars and the Zentarims. You know,
Yes, interesting.
the guards are saying that there's nothing happening, like, you know, skirmishes. I tell you right now, that's a war, and it is happening underneath the streets right now. It's only a matter of time before it bursts out.
Can I just say, when he's talking about Gans, can I just say...
You're not there. Oh wait,
Oh.
you are. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
Sorry.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah, no, apologies.
Calm down, DM, mate. Come on. Fucking calm down, mate.
Yeah. It's so quiet.
Settle down.
I just say, I look at Mert and I just say, Bragander, and I just wanted to see what he would say, or what his
Here we
face looks like.
go.
Right. Give me an insight check.
I use one of my inspirations to roll again.
Okay.
12.
12. Bert's just like looks at you and he's just like, what was that?
I say it again. Regander.
Never heard of it. What language is that?
I was hoping you could tell me. It was from a fellow of dark skinned. I was curious.
You're a racist, boy.
Well, it was dark, so maybe.
I'm just
Good
pulling your,
backpedal.
I'm just pulling your leg. I never heard it before. Don't even know the language, so I wouldn't even know what that is.
I'm looking at Ulrick just like confused as shit as well.
Yeah, because I haven't explained it to you.
No, yeah, I know, that's why, yeah.
And I look and I say, Mert, between you and I, and doesn't go anywhere, but may I ask you a question? I saw a symbol that I've been trying to look for, and I've been trying to work out who and where it is from. And it's been playing on my mind. And on my hand, I make a symbol of an eye with a circle around it with 10 spokes coming out of it. Have you seen it before?
Okay. Give me another insight check.
I'm glad Ulrich's feeling alright. That was nearly a whole session without a minor illusion.
15.
You see his eyebrow arch at this, and he kind of like leans in. He's just like,
Who do you call your allegiance to?
I don't have my allegiance with my fellow members here.
give me a deception check.
Can
Oh,
I
I
do
roll an
anything-
inspiration. I use my last
Okay.
inspiration.
No, you got double, so you've got 2.
Yeah, well, that
He's
I've already
already
used
used
it.
Oh, when did he-
15.
Okay.
Oh, lucky. Saved your storyline there, mate.
Can I do anything to counter that, Matt?
To counter what?
Well, what he's
You can take it on board.
saying.
What do you mean by what he's saying?
Well,
Like what
he-
Mert's saying or what Ulrich's saying?
What Ulrich said, because if you cast your mind back with Farley, he did a minor illusion and it happened to be snakes with wings, and I'm already dubious of his word.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You mean,
Like, as in, I'm trying, like, he's saying this stuff, I haven't heard it before, and then he's mentioned what he's mentioned, and I'm trying to, like...
Oh, would you like to do do you want to see if what he's saying is lying or anything like that?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah. Give me an insight check. You need to beat what Ulrich rolled.
15.
23.
Yeah!
Yeah. So there is he's not being entirely truthful with that, and Mert kind of like looks up at you, and he also kind of like leans back. He's just like, "We're business partners, and I don't. It's very early, and I'm sure, you're still, getting your bearings. I heard you're new to the city. And be careful who you'd show something like that to, and I'd also be careful of how you'd answer it. It's the sign of the Xanathar Guild. Simply that. Seen it around. Most of anyone worth their weight probably has as well.
I'm gonna interject and say, it's funny you mentioned these guild wars, Matt. Just on us walking around the city and what we've seen so far, there seems to be a bit of activity going on the lines with what you say. what does it mean for Waterdeep if these two guilds are at war?
No, I'm sure it wouldn't mean too much trouble. I mean, what? Two gangs deciding to pull at each other. Who's better than who? I mean, like, who knows what they're fighting about now? City Guard's strong enough. And there's many other factions around that I'm sure can quell any significant issue. Besides, neither of them are brazen enough to actually do something that will garner enough attention to cause action by the open lord of the city.
Is what's the who would they need to worry about if they had to worry about someone?
What do you mean by that question?
Guilds. Sorry, I should have stipulated guilds.
Like,
Or,
so what if a faction was to get involved, who would they need to worry about?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
Okay.
poor articulation.
Give me a persuasion check.
11.
11. Why, any of them? I'm sure even the city guard could take them down.
Oh. Interesting. Does anyone side? We went to a warehouse. I believe it possibly was one of those factions, and we noticed some forgeries. Does that information bear any significance to you, or anything you may have heard?
Oh, I mean, well, on the dock ward?
Yes.
Yeah,
Snell Lane.
all kinds
down
of shady stuff will happen in the dock ward. You know the Zentarim like to call it their turf, but the Xanathars will probably walk in there every now and then. I'm sure all kinds of shady stuff goes through there. It's the docks, right? People pull up to port, do a deal, leave. Guards do the best they can to handle it. Doesn't affect me. If of anything, good for business.
Good to know. What other businesses do you have? You said you wanted to retire and just sit back and enjoy.
Not that I wanted to retire. I am retired. At this
sorry,
point,
please.
Yeshua and Radgoran, you are coming in.
Oh, good.
But yeah, at this point, I am retired.
Oh,
And that's how the donkey fucking made out with the horse. Oh, look at what we have here.
You see, as you announce yourself, Mert even stands up and he goes, "My friend!"
My friend.
He comes walking over with his big beer belly and he gives you a sturdy handshake. And he's just like, "As promised, I brought in the representatives, your colleagues here. They've already dealt with them. It's all going smoothly. Just as you envisioned, just as I envisioned. We're going to give the finger to Dorian any day now."
I just go see Dorian, actually.
And what does the old kook want?
Want me to go kill rats in sewers for 20 gold? I don't even know if worth, if you know.
Rats?
You
You kill rats? Ugh. I'll find you real work. Leave it with me.
Look, I say this to Radgoran on the way here. 20 gold. I wipe my ass with 20 gold. What the fuck is this shit?
I will at least give you this nice part. Dorian, he gets good jobs. If you want to make your way through as adventurers, definitely a right place to start. But I'm saying to start. Good old Mert here will get you the real jobs.
Yes, I like the grim, yes.
Cleric rats. Are you sure you'd be able to handle the rats?
I don't know. He asked me to get the ears as proof. I just say maybe I need scalpel, but I'm not. I'm pretty good. I kind of skipped that kind of lecture in the university, so I'm what you call one of these old ways healers. Not the conventional sense, you know.
No, I do not know at all.
Neither do I, but that's okay.
Oh,
Uh,
just to let you, Cleric, and the Barbarian know, whilst you were away, I hope you don't mind. I spoke on our behalf, didn't sign anything, but I spoke to the guilds. Something interesting that I can probably share now. Remember the other night, just before dumbass over there, and I point to Ulrick, landed himself in jail. I was outside with Radgoran. I climbed up into the office of Emric and found some interesting documentation. It appears that he owes some guilds lots of money, and he was outbid on this place by none other than Volo.
That little shyster, huh? He'd be hiding thing. I knew he'd bad news. I told.
Well, if you let me get a word in, I've got
Oh,
one other
sorry.
thing to tell you. The Carpenters Guild fellow that was here mentioned there were quite a few establishments that have opened up and closed down, and he wasn't pointing any fingers, but Fruin's Brews managed to stay. So, as a warning to everyone here, I wouldn't be rushing out to make friends with Emric, and I'll be treating my interactions with him dubiously.
Strictly business. I get you. No worries.
No, not even
If any
business.
business is going to be closing, it'd be his.
Oh, not even business. Oh. Okay.
Good.
So we give a middle finger in a review like this.
Yeah, if that's what you do in your country, that's fine. We can do that.
Yes, when in donkey cart, that's what we do. We like this.
So, you've been given something to do by Durnham, by the sound of it.
Yes, kill some rats. We do this. That's okay. I feel any gold right now is good gold.
One other thing I should share is that the three little people that were in the inn when we first walked in that Ulrick threatened came back.
I didn't threaten. I scared. That was it.
Yep. Shut your mouth. The
I scared. It was a practical joke.
the practical joke is you, and I think I preferred you in jail, but you're here now, and the kids come back. And I've told them if they run into trouble, they can come here. Funnily enough, they spoke of a ghost. They also mentioned something about Granny and the grey hands. I feel like she knows a lot more than she lets on, so maybe you can woo her again, Cleric. And she might be handy for some information, but we also told them that they're welcome to hang around here if they want to. Just letting you know. I don't care of your opinion on the matter. I'm just letting you know.
Yeshua, just do a Zohan and take her around the back and get some information.
Look, if I want, I wear her like a glove.
Jesus Christ.
Do you get it? Wear it like a glove.
Yes.
Look, I see what I do. I talk to Granny.
I'm not saying go and talk to her now. I'm just saying that if we need info, she's obviously been around here for a long time, and it might be useful. Maybe not now, because it sounds like you have some rats to go kill in the sewers.
Yeah, let's go kill some rats.
You come with. I'm a little bit scared of rats, and you big tough guy help me.
The wink has started, I see.
I'm more of a trolls kind of guy.
So you're not coming?
Well, I deal with trolls, not rats.
Fair enough. Lol.
Maybe troll here as well.
Well, you go kill the rats. I'll deal with the troll if it comes. I feel very comfortable with that.
Alright.
Alright.
Take Ulrick at your own risk.
Ulrick?
I have you know that I have taken out a spider, which I was going to tell you. Funny you mention. I ran into our good friend Silverman again. I'm a way back, guys. I got jumped by a giant spider and I killed it and I had to go back to the station again and give Silverman a statement of what happened. So
let me get
I do this, and I'm like, why are you only telling us this now?
well, I haven't had the chance to tell you guys.
Let me get this straight. You killed a spider that you didn't minor illusion on anyone or yourself.
That is correct.
Okay.
Alright. Well, then we bring him with us. He's a spider killer.
And actually, Sorcerer.
Fucking hell.
Sorcerer, while everyone's here, Mert asked you about your allegiance before. And you stalled in a way that I wasn't very comfortable with. Did you mind explaining? Or...
Just before you keep going, I'll say that Mert has left at this point.
During the bickering.
Yeah. Keep going.
Your allegiance. He asked you about your allegiance. Do you want to explain what the fuck is going on with you?
Well, I wasn't lying. My allegiance is with you guys, but I think for now it's better that I don't tell you the full story until the opportunity arises. I think it's best that way for now.
First you minor illusion snakes, and then you stall when people ask you about your allegiance and you've got some weird fetish with tattoos. I don't trust you or your fucking scales.
Oh, that's fine. I don't trust somebody that jumps out of the window and every chance or every opportunity they get.
Hey, whoa, guys, whoa, hey, wait a second. Look, we're business partners here. Look, I know people have past. Listen, everything needs to come out. If you think a few weeks you need and then you come out of closet, that's fine. We understand. But There has to be no bickering in this group. We have to be strong, united unit.
Cleric coming out of the closet, is that something that happens a lot in your country?
Ask this guy, I don't know. I only have women in my country, so it doesn't matter to me. They come out all the time, baby.
And your country being what?
My country comes from the land of Amazonia. It's a very, very secluded place. I only man there. I what you call lost virginity at the age of 2. Very, very horrific story. Very.
Blessed with a small dick and a big mouth.
Look, does not matter about dick size over there, man. They jump on everything, you know.
Well, when you're the only bull in the arena, I guess that's how it would roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Alright, let's go.
Yeshua and Dorian, you can both give yourselves inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
that was bravo.
Alright, so Dorian, you're not joining them?
Not for rats, my man.
Not for rats, alright. You may
There's more
not
these petty
be
side
able to
quests.
see shit. Alright, cool. Well, you guys make your way out of the tavern, leaving Dorian there. Dorian, what are you going to do in the meantime?
I'm going to head to the warehouse we first broke into in Snail Lane.
Alright, cool. So you'll be
Oh,
doing
that's-
that while this
It's on the
happens.
way.
On the way.
It's on the way.
I'm already going to fence the pitches anyway.
Wait. Let me pay it then for the DM.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
okay.
I'm gonna let you guys leave as a separate group, but I'm
Yeah,
literally
'cause-
just gonna walk behind you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you guys know that I'm doing that, and you're just like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah, okay. Stealth check. Did he roll a one?
There's no stealth check.
Oh gosh. Alright, give me a moment.
Natural one tries to find a window to jump out of.
Okay.
Jumps out of the ground floor window.
I love it how the sorcerer's got all high and mighty about me jumping out the window, but he was the one stuck in the room.
Cool. Alright, well you guys make your...
Thank you very much.
Just quickly, Matt.
Mhm.
Am I frozen on roll 20? What are we meant to be looking at?
You should just be on like a
Like
travel.
a town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
you should be.
Cool. I wasn't sure if you'd changed.
No,
the map.
haven't moved it yet.
Good.
Alright. Well, you'll make your way through the city, following the directions that Durnan provided to you, and you easily find Snail Street. And as you arrive, you kind of notice, like, more kind of like storm drains and whatnot along there. And as you get deeper down, you see that there's a storm drain down one of the alleys, more out of sight. Do you guys just decide to jump down?
I would.
What'd you say? Sorry.
You see like a manhole cover that's like down one of the alleys, more out of sight. Or you can take one of the other ones that is in the middle of the street. It's really up to yourselves.
Yeah, that's fine. Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight. Yeah.
Easy. Dorian, you do not follow them down?
Nope.
No.
Just for reference, sorry, we left our paintings, at that tavern with the dwarf. I have to go pick them up after we're done this.
Tavern with the dwarf?
Yeah, where Nick had a brawl.
The fuel dragon.
Yep.
So
Cool.
yeah, just a bit of a,
Mhm.
bit of housekeeping.
Alright. You'll plop yourselves down into the sewers.
move you over to like, and make your way through. You kind of like come to a location where you see like there's some like kind of like mops and brooms and other cleaning utensils kind of like lent up against the wall, and you've got a good idea that this is around where Dernan had kind of like described about how the Dung Sweeper Guild was just looking for someone to help them deal with rats. For yourself, Dorian, because you're not going to be able to see anything on this map, I'm going to allow you to have sight through Yeshua just on this map.
Mm-hmm.
Can you now see the map?
Yep.
Perfect, cool.
Yeah, it's down the bottom of the map.
Yeah, it's weird how it does that.
Cool. You guys are now down in the sewers. You can freely move. Just move one at a time.
As in, like the left, right, thingy bob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're finding in the sewers currently is that it seems to be in like more of a hex kind of grid shape where you're at the moment. The filth running through here is a lot thicker in this place. It must be because like there's more kind of traversing through. The center here is about 5 feet deep of just muck, and they kind of seem like everything's kind of like, you know, the walls are slick and like, you know, there's like algae and mildew and all kinds of stuff just like kind of clinging to it. And you are hearing like the chitters of like, you know, rats or something like that of that description around here.
Vermin.
Radgoran, since you're out the front, can you give me a perception check?
Yep. Un momento, per favor. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh, nat one.
Nat 1. Alright. Continue. You don't see anything.
Yep, cool. Anyone else want to go ahead?
Ain't that some metagaming bullshit?
In my perception check, I'm now scared that there's ghosts down here, so I've gone back towards the back of the group.
Okay, whatever.
I say to Yeshua, you're the one who can see in the dark, so lead on.
Yeah.
You want me to lead on?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see in the dark, bro.
Well, you guys can't.
You also have the highest
can't.
perception. Hey, yo, hey.
Alright. And as
staying
you kind
in
of
the
get
middle.
closer, Yeshua, you're seeing like there's like ripples in the water around here. Like there's movement happening within
Around where?
the filth. You're also seeing that like there's the odd like rat kind of like kind of skittering about here. Just a few of them seem to be all skittering about. Give me a perception check as well.
I'll give myself guidance.
Guidance.
Holy fuck.
Fuck. At least it's not that one, bro.
You are. There are quite a few rats here, but
So, yeah.
But what, sorry?
there are quite a few rats around here.
Okay.
Let's fucking kill some rats, boys.
I'm going to sacred flame. Start sacred flaming the rats.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Dex 13.
Dex 13. Cool, awesome. And if that's the case, please roll me initiative right after.
And I'll give myself advantage on initiative.
All right, easy. So
Don't forget to click yourselves. Nice.
cool. All right, all of yourselves stop moving. Give me.
Sorry,
a...
I just wanted to get
No,
off,
that's okay.
off of
That's okay.
Ulrick.
That's okay. All of yourselves give me an initiative check. Roll damage 6.
Also use my 13 that I rolled for initiative the highest one.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, another nat fucking one.
All right. Awesome.
It's the way
You
it
see,
is.
as you kind of like use your sacred flame,
Let's get 'em all out.
you kind of like strike a few of the rats, and you watch them just kind of burn up, and they kind of like seize, and all the rats kind of start like gathering together within the water, and they all start swarming. Ulrick, you go first.
Okay. So what kind of mob was it? Sorry.
You're just seeing like a swarm of rats, all kind of
Okay.
like starting to gather in the water just here.
I look at it and I cast my firebolt.
All right. Roll to attack.
16.
Yeah, 16 absolutely hits. Roll damage.
I'll shout out, don't get the ears, we need those!
3.
Minus
Three.
3. Yeah, as you kind of like shoot it in, you just watch a bunch of like like rats just kind of go, and you hear them all chittering as they kind of like go out of it. Do you do anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, awesome. The rats move, and you watch them all kind of just swarm over the kind of stone, and then they start all climbing along the walls, and they start swarming, and they go for the very first thing that they see, which is Yeshua, and they absolutely miss their attack. As like all of them start like leaping out, but they don't find any purchase, but they're starting to go all around your feet at this current moment.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, it's your turn.
I'll get my warhammer
Ooh, he's gonna
and I'm
hit.
just gonna try to fucking bang!
All right, go ahead, roll to attack. Absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
5.
5. Perfect.
Nice.
As you kind of like bring it down, and you just hear like that disgusting squelch of just like all these like rats just going underneath the weight of it. And when you do that, you see all of the rats just start screeching. They all like start screaming and skittering, and like all kind of like making these calls and cries out. Radgoran, it's your turn.
Would I be able to make it around them to the other side? To pincer?
You can try and move through the swarm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you'd move around Yeshua, moving through the swarm. As you go through the swarm, can you give me... Actually, no, that's fine. Yep, that's cool. You can go there.
Cool, and I'm gonna slash him with my longsword.
Alright, cool.
Slashy slash.
Jesus Christ. 10.
10 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, thank God. Slashing. 7.
7. Awesome. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Cool. Awesome.
Do you see what I see, boys?
Yeah.
No, I don't
As
actually.
you bring it down and you go cleaving through, and they all screech out again. And Radgoran, as you kind of bring up your weapon, you see out of the corner of your eye something like moving very quickly down the tunnel.
I yell
Ulrick,
out to the rest
it
of
is
the
your
boys.
turn.
I'm like, there's something up there! Because they can't see yet.
Okay, I get my quarterstaff and I hit the rats.
Alright, you'll need to move up because you don't have a lot of vision down here. Unless you have a torch, you can't see much at all down here.
Okay,
Cool.
I stand right next to him. Yep.
Yep, awesome, yeah. Roll to attack.
10.
10 absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
4.
Awesome. As you kind of as you bring down your quarterstaff and you take it, you kind of punt a bunch more of the rats. You just see that the swarm kind of dissipates, and you see them all kind of scattering around, running into little crevices and everything like that. As the swarm kind of dissipates. Do you do anything else in the turn?
I get my dagger and I start. Oh no, that's my action. No, that's it.
All right. Awesome. Cool. Cool. As music stopped. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, didn't even notice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. As Radgoran, you see this thing come out of the light as it comes barreling down, and it makes a god-awful screech as this massive giant rat just comes smashing through, and then goes straight for you and goes to bite. Does a 15 hit you?
Yeah. Well, my AC is 15.
Yep, so it
does it have
hits.
to be higher? Okay.
No,
cool.
no, it just needs to mean it.
Yep.
Awesome. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Oh, not 20.
Nat 20. Awesome.
Fucking
As
hell.
it bites
Ugh.
into you, and you take 4 points
Oh,
of
Jesus
piercing
Christ, okay.
damage.
Done.
Awesome. As the rat kind of it's it's standing in the water, but even its head still reaches up towards
Far out.
yourselves. Yeshua, it's your turn.
So I'm going to cast. Yeah, actually, my channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary, which is a action. Yeah, cool. So anyone that finishes in this gets temporary hit points, 1d6 plus 2. Okay.
Yep.
As a bonus, and I'm going to do a bonus. I will not do a bonus. I'll finish my turn and I'll give myself temporary hit points.
All right. Awesome. Make sure you record those down.
Uh,
Radgoran.
Actually,
Mm,
I will just move to there. So it's in
Okay.
range of there. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Radgoran, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna take a slash at it.
All right, cool. Roll to
I
attack.
don't want to do anything else yet. 17.
17 absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
11.
11. Awesome. Cool. As you bring your sword around and you cut straight through its neck, as you watch it just kind of bleed out, as the rat kind of just crumples down, its head kind of hitting this, hitting the curb there,
Yeah, nice.
and it kind of gets and
Fuck,
dies.
one hit. You're welcome, boys.
Holy fuck.
You're out of
I'm
combat.
gonna point to Ulrick. You get the ears. I'm gonna loot this motherfucker.
I start taking the ears off all the rats.
Yeah, so you go kneeling down, trying to cut off the ears of the smaller ones is a bit more difficult than you realize. You can give me a nature check.
I'll give him guidance.
Yeah, no, 11 will be fine. Yeah, you managed to start
okay.
cutting up rat ears from the smaller ones, and you also take the rat ear from the ears from the big one as well. All up with your, so you got 15. You managed to get probably, so you can put down, you got 10 small rat ears
10.
and then 2 large rat ears.
I'll put it in the inventory here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So 10.
Small ears
10 small, 2 large.
and 2 large.
10 small and 10 large. No, I'm kidding. I'm guessing the 2 large are from the giant rat.
Really?
Well, he was in that spot over there, and I said I was looting the rat. Maybe he swallowed
Oh.
a sword.
As you're going through the rats, you can give me a perception check.
All of us, or
No, just
No.
Radgoran.
oh yeah, I'll give him guidance.
God. Yes, thank God.
Well, no, you don't get guidance because you gave guidance to Ulrick while he was doing his one, so Radgoran
Yeah,
doesn't
true.
get good
Yeah,
guidance.
12.
12. You don't find anything of value on
Yep,
on the rat.
sure.
You can take some of its teeth if you'd like, or some of its body parts, but
Can I check if it's got a gold tooth?
it does not have a gold tooth.
Damn!
Does not.
If it's got a
Alright.
platinum tooth. No, I'm kidding.
That rat is dead. You guys going to continue on?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
We want
yeah,
more ears.
fuck yeah, bro.
Did Dorian didn't give us a quantity, did he?
No, he
He
didn't.
just said
He,
get
well, he
rid of
said
the
clear. Yeah,
So we're
clear
gonna
the
have to
rats.
go through this entire sewer.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hang on 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
right.
my
You
love.
can
Okay.
you can move along. You can keep moving. I'll just
Okay,
off
cool.
camera for a
And,
second.
like, is there anything about getting through these sewers? Like we can just jump it. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So the water is considered difficult terrain, but as you're moving through, it's not really
It's
a
okay.
problem.
Get Yeshua to run back.
Give me
and
a
the,
perception check, the both of yourselves.
Okay.
Perception with guidance.
Ulrick, are you?
You get guidance. I don't.
Yeah,
got
can I
it.
do it? Perception
I
plus
got a
guidance?
10.
Nah.
Walk up
yeah.
to us, Yanni.
Sorry?
Walk
Yeah,
up
he's walked
to
up.
us.
He's walked
Get-
up. He's walked up.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Ulrick, you can give me a
Yeah.
perception check as well, but it will be with disadvantage.
get Yeshua to run the ears back and then get the quest again.
5.
He's already found a loophole. I got a 10. Yogi, sorry,
Yep.
Yeshua got a 7.
No, Yeshua got a nat 1.
I got that
Um,
one, yeah.
So
Oh.
yeah, no worries. Cool. You guys are hearing like, just a lot of like noise coming from like above and then in the waters here in the sewers. So really nothing's really catching you right now.
Okay. Yeshua, you go up ahead, mate.
You may go ahead now.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Oh, I see
Yeshua.
something!
Stop.
Stop.
So yeah, sure, with your nat 1, unfortunately you didn't spot this as soon as it spotted you.
Uh-oh.
But that was behind the
And-
corner.
As you took a step, like kind of like leapt into the water there, this rat kind of like stands on its hind legs and it points out a finger and it just starts like, it makes like this screeching, chittering noise.
This is
I
what
need
we
all of
want,
you to
man.
roll me initiative.
Click on yourself.
Give myself advantage.
You mean guidance?
No,
As you
advantage.
start watching all these
Yeah.
rats start to swarm and these big ones that were in the shadows just kind of like start sitting up. Oh, Rick with the nat 20.
Love it.
Yeah, buddy.
7. Fucking rolling shit for initiative at the moment. Oh, better than Yeshua. Oh wait, how come you got
What?
yours? You got a 13, but on there it says you got a 5.
True. Don't know why. I did get a 13 though, yeah.
Matt need to fix
Yeah, I'll
it.
fix it up.
Cool.
Alright, so
No worries, boys. These things die with one slash of my sword. Dorian's like, thank fuck I stayed back.
cool. Let me just reorder this.
Yep.
Uh,
I wonder where I got the 5.
I had a 5 before, but
Okay.
Oh, maybe it kept it from last time.
Alright, so what did you get, Yeshua?
13.
13.
13. And Ulrich got a nat 20. Your one updated, Radgoran?
Yep,
Yep.
mine's fine.
Awesome, awesome. We're all in order.
13, 11, 10, 7, 4, 1. Cool. Alrighty then. So you are all now in combat. Ulrick, your turn, mate.
Okay, so the one directly in front.
You have disadvantage on your attack because you cannot see in the dark.
Okay, I cannot. Do you care if I? Oh, I don't move up. That's as far as I go. And okay, I cast Mind Sliver.
On Mind Sliver, does it say a target that you can see?
You can see. Yes, correct.
You can't
Okay,
see
so I
these
can't use
these
it.
right now.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You can use your action to light a torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch so I can get some vision.
All right, easy.
Done. Okay.
And now that I've done that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Awesome.
Can I just be frank? A fucking dragon can't see in dark? Like, what
No.
the fuck, man?
That's like saying why can't bats see in the dark?
But a dragon, bro? Fuck
All right.
hell.
So this is 17.
You're born of dragons. You are not a
Dragging these nuts over your face!
I'm just
Got him.
interested because I don't think I've read lore that specifically says dragons can see in the dark. So
Yeah.
That's
I'm not-
true.
I'm not sure that your logic's there. But I mean, just keep playing your character. That's fine.
That's why they
Alright.
can breathe fire, mate.
Oh shit! I put 24 in that. That's meant to be. Ah, fucked it, didn't I?
It was 17.
Oh,
by the
what
way.
was it?
It was
Yeah,
17, thank you.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Fuck, I'm paying attention, mate.
All right, so this swarm is first, and then it will be that rat's turn. Cool.
Yep.
So this swarm moves up. 10, 15, 20, 25. And it just starts like kind of like enveloping the space around you, Ulrick. Now, this rat moves up and it goes for and it goes over here and it goes for you, Yeshua.
Okay.
Shit, we got some fucking giant rats here, boys.
21 hits.
Definitely hit.
Yep. Can you do a Constitution saving throw for me?
I can. 15.
15. You're fine. And you take, low, 3 points of piercing damage. As this rat just finds, like, it kind of bites into your armor and kind of like you feel it kind of crunch down on it.
Okay.
Alright. With that, yeah, sure, it is your turn.
Okay. I touch these two people. And I do Eyes of the Night. As an action, you share your 300 feet of dark vision up to 3 willing creatures, and you can see that you can see within 10 feet of you, lasting 1 hour. Once you share it, you cannot do so again until you finish a long rest, or until
And I go,
expand a spell slot.
Oh, I see the light.
So I'll do that as an action, and that will do.
Just FYI, Ulrick, or whoever's doing that, we can see arrows on the screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm planning something.
Alright.
Cool,
This swarm goes. And it goes right up here next to the other swarm. Give me a moment. And it goes into this swarm, and then it makes an attack at you, Ulrick. Does a 9 hit?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck
Awesome. As
you.
like all of
I'm a
these rats
10.
just kind of like they're all kind of like crawling over each other like this wave, and they kind of all stack up, but none of them seem to like get purchase on to go for you yourself. It's now this rat's turn. Why is my fucking order thing going like that? It's really
Yeah, it's
pissing me
weird,
off.
hey?
Sorry.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
that's back to 24.
I don't know why that does that.
That's
Yeah,
really infuriating. This was
Yeah.
10.
new updates, eh? Blame the devs.
You know, actually, just gonna fix it now. Sorry, guys.
You've broken my immersion. I'm
Ah.
no longer immersed. I'm kidding. This is fucking awesome.
So it was 17 and a 10.
Write that down.
Cool. Alright. Fuck me.
Beauty.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. You see this rat kind of like moves over into the shadows there. Radgoran, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take a slash at this this big boy.
Alright.
Can I do it from here? do I
No,
need to
you would
move?
need to jump down into the water.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. So I'd have disadvantage in the water.
No. You wouldn't. You're like 7 feet tall, aren't you?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't.
Cool.
7'11".
Alright, let's take a swing, boys. Oh, no one.
Nat 1. Here we fucking go.
Please don't damage my sword.
Alright. Can you please roll me a D100?
Oh wait, I got. No, it's alright. You've already called the D100. I was gonna say inspiration, but
If you want to inspo, you can. I'll let it.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to.
Okay.
It's too dangerous. 22.
22 hits. Yep.
Crit. Well, I got a 10 plus 14.
Yeah, easy. Cool. As you kind of like lob the head off of this rat.
Thank God. That was worth the inspiration. Thank God I paid for inspiration earlier.
Awesome.
Cool. I am. Can I still move?
Yep.
I'm gonna move because I would like to protect my fellow brethren to here.
Okay.
And
Easy.
my turn.
Cool. It is this rather humanoid looking rat's turn. You see the rat kind of like, it makes a couple like, commands. You see it's like kind of like speaking, like making chittering to these other rats before it makes a move over here. And you watch as it kind of like pulls out a hand crossbow and takes a shot at you, Radgoran.
Cool. 15's my armor class.
As you watch the arrow just go straight past you.
Phew.
And you see it kind of like go make some more chittering noises as it moves back this way. Goes back there. Alright. Lastly, it is this swarm's turn. As it moves up into your space and starts swarming around you.
Let's do this.
Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Awesome.
You want to con?
No. Not for
thank
this
God.
one. Yeah. You take 7 points of piercing damage. As they kind of like just start finding purchase and they're just biting and gnawing into your legs and they're crawling up you.
I say, come at me, and then I turn to Ulrick and I say, you're welcome.
While they're in your space, this is considered difficult terrain.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
and you will have disadvantage attacking them.
And then
All right.
obviously attack of opportunity if I move.
Ulric, it's your turn.
Okay, now I can see this rat, correct? Because I can see him.
Around the corners, yep.
Cool. Okay. I look up at everyone and I'm like, okay. I see where all the rats are and I can see the one around the corner. And I just close my eyes and I cross my arms and I bow my head down and I start whispering in dragon and I start glowing dark black with a tinge of green. And I start talking Dragonborn, and I loudly say, "Arms of Hadar!" And then I reef out my arms like this, and I cast Arms of Hadar, and just black tentacles come up underneath the rats and hit them.
Alrighty, give me a second. So they need to make a save, don't they?
Strength saving by 14.
Yep, and it's all creatures within
All
10
crea-
feet of you.
Correct.
Yeah, cool. So that would mean that Yeshua, the two swarms of rats in front of you as well.
And the one round the corner.
I don't think so. Don't think that will hit them because it is around a corner. So it will be 5 there, then 10 there.
Right.
So I don't think it will. But there's 2 rats stacked on top of them here. So they will make it. So will Radgoran and those rats and Yeshua. So all of you need to make a dex save, is it?
No strength.
All of you need to make
Thank
a
God.
strength saving throw.
What do we need to make?
Strength
Okay.
saving throw.
No,
Oh.
sorry. What number?
What's your spell DC, mate?
Plus guidance. Can I do guidance on a saving throw?
I think you get it on anything.
Don't
Plus-
know.
My
You may
spell
want to double check.
saving is 14.
Oh,
If you're
thank
asking me.
fuck, I got 15.
I don't know if you can guidance say. Because guidance is an
Yeah.
action, actually. So no, you can't unless you had guidance on yourself beforehand. But you gave it to Ulrick earlier.
Oh, yeah, no, this is in combat, my bad.
Yeah.
It's just for a note, it's for ability checks. That's not really an ability check.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Not an ability check. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
so
How
I
much
rolled
damage
an
did you do?
11.
Awesome. How much damage did you do?
7.
7. All right. So Yeshua,
Worth
you
it.
take 7 damage. Radgoran, you take half that damage rounded down. So 3 damage. And these swarms. 7.
Dwindle in here, boys.
I'm just going to move this out of the way just for a split second so I can keep track of health.
Yeah, no problems.
3. Cool. As like all these hands just burst out of the ground. Look at these shadowed tentacles. And they kind of all grasp and latch at all of yourselves. Those who failed. So just remember, this is necrotic damage as well. And you can't take reactions until your next turn. So your only reaction at the moment would be attack of opportunity, Yeshua. All right. Do you do anything else, Ulric?
No.
Sorry,
Alright.
do we get to know if the rats made their throat saves?
No.
Cool. Wasn't sure.
But you do see a bunch of rats just go skewered by these hands that come out of nowhere and squeezed and pop and everything like that.
Sick.
So there's no rat there. I don't know why that came up. Cool. This swarm goes off as they're all kind of getting pulled up and everything, and they go into your space, Ulric, and start swarming around you and start nipping at you and biting at you. And again, they're kind of like stumbling over each other, like the hands kind of just like push them away and threw them off. And that they do not manage to get any bites on you. Yeah, sure. It's your turn.
Okay, that mob on Ulric, I'm just gonna hit it.
All right. With Sacred Flame or something, or
Nah, Warhammer.
just move up there to be able to hit it.
Yeah, okay.
Kill.
12.
12 hits. Yep. Roll your damage.
10.
Poof. As you kind of slam into these into the swarm, you just like they're all climbing up trying to get Ulrick, and you just squish like a whole lot of them all at once, and you watch as the swarms freaks out and just scatters as a result of the force of that. And it is gone.
Nice.
Well, it ran away.
Well,
Pardon?
It disappeared.
It disappeared. It just dispersed. Like you just squished them all, and all the rats just suddenly dispersed, running into all the cracks and just ran away. So that swarm is gone.
Oh.
as in no loot.
Well, they're all. You got to think of a swarm as like 60
Yeah.
rats all at once, right?
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I get it.
well, not 60, but yeah, it's a significant amount of them. Your attack basically took out the swarm, so it's dead. Do you do
Yeah.
anything else on your turn?
That is it. That is it.
All right. This rat's turn.
Wieners.
This rat comes running up, and it takes a bite at you, Radgoran.
Please. I know I'm a tank, but fuck me.
You're
Jesus.
raging, mate.
19.
Yep, that hits.
19 hits. Alright, you did a nat 20 earlier, so you don't need to do another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sweet.
However, you do take 6 points of piercing damage. As again,
Cool.
this thing bites into your arm. You kind of like lift up your arm to block, and it just chews straight into it. Radgoran, it's your turn.
If I jump in the water, they get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Just
It's worth it.
okay.
That's where I
Cool.
wanted to jump.
So you'll get an attack of opportunity from this swarm and this swarm. Oh, sorry, and this rat.
Yep.
So
It's worth it to take out the other swarm.
17.
Yep.
Cool. As you take 3 points.
Yep.
Of piercing damage, and then as you're like running away, this swarm kind of like parts of the swarm just notices you, and they all go for you, and they do not manage to get you at all.
So I can now attack.
Yep, it's your
this
turn.
boy. Cool. I'm gonna do for my bonus action first.
I will say that you have to move up or something like that. You're kind of low on the ground
like
right now.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna go
there.
here then.
Okay.
Cool. As my bonus action, I'm gonna cast. Gonna go into a rage,
All right.
and so now that gives me my +2. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, fuck's sake! I'm using my second inspiration.
All
I
right.
got a nat 1. Far out my rolls. I think that's 3 nat 1s today.
You suck.
You're lucky I
16.
didn't employ the if you nat 1 it, you don't get inspiration. It is that.
Really?
the
Is that a
roll.
thing?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Typically how it is.
16.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
6.
6. As you like do like a mortal blow on this creature, and you like kind of cut straight through it, but it still stands. You just kind of like do this massive cut. You're just seeing like it's just bleeding profusely. Even the parts, some of its insides just start kind of gaping out of it, but the creature still stands. Do anything else with your turn?
No.
Alright. This thing's turn, and it's like watching all of this mayhem and carnage. It kind of cries out, and it's just like, no! And it takes a shot with its hand crossbow at Ulrick. My fucking god. As the arrow just goes straight past Ulrick.
Oh fuck.
And as it like sees this, it's kind of in a panic, and you watch as it runs.
Hero.
Alright. And it is this swarm's turn. This swarm moves into this swarm's space and makes an attack at you, Ulrick.
Wish we had Dorian.
My fucking god, what is up with this? As like it kind of, they all kind of clamber over each other, but they're unable to like kind of like get to you. So there seems to be some kind of force around you that's fucking making all rats not be able to attack you. That's all I can say. Ulrick, it's your turn.
Okay, so I look at the rats and I use my breathe, my draconic ancestral breathing attack.
Alright, awesome. It's a dex save, is it?
Yep.
Well, and what do they
DC
need to be?
13 saving throw.
13.
Yep.
Alright, and it's 10 damage. Yep, as you kind of like breathe out and you hit these rats, and you just watch as like the swarm that just moved on top of it kind of takes the full brunt of this, and you watch as all these rats just screeching and they start melting away from the acid from your breath, and you're like seeing like their bones appearing and they're just like crumbling, and that swarm just completely disperses.
Okay.
Alright, do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
And do they take any damage if they make the save?
They take half damage.
Half damage.
If they
Perfect.
save it, yeah. If they
Perfect. Alright. It's this swarm's turn. Swarm again goes for an attack against you, Ulrick. And it's like all their acid's just still burning through them, and all these rats are like just fuddled, and they're just like trying to get through their dead brethren, but again, they make no purchase against you.
wow.
Yeah, sure, it's your
Fucking
turn.
hell.
Buy
No
electric ticket.
purchase.
Access.
I'm gonna smash on this bloke here. And I'm gonna hit these rats in front of me.
Alright, roll to attack.
17.
Absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
7.
Again, as you kind of like bring your hammer down on top of these rats, and you just kind of squish them all, and you watch as like the few remaining ones just all start dispersing and running away.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. That's considered difficult terrain down there.
That's right. I'll end my turn here.
Alright. This rat reels around and goes for you, Radgoran.
Great. Could knock you down here,
And
boys.
it's like, as it kind of like moves around, it's like the wound on it kind of causes it to jerk, and it's like it just snaps at nothing. Your turn.
Yeah. Well, let's do it. Another nat 1 incoming, boys. I'm gonna take a slash at it. Nat 20.
Nat 20, absolutely. How do you destroy this large rat?
I'm gonna slice its ears off and then shove my sword down its throat.
Yeah,
So it's gonna
with-
be like 3. So it's gonna go crack straight in the fucking mouth.
With absolute precision, you slice off its ears, and as it screeches out, your blade just goes straight through its throat.
You have to catch the ears before they land on the ground.
We put her on a spit roast and I put my sword up its ass.
Fucking
We got it.
Like a glove!
Fantastic.
Was it?
Alright, as this rat crumples down,
So am I
basically
correct in
choking on your
assuming that
blade.
we only got 2 rat ears out of that? Oh no, 4. We got the one up the top too.
So for 6, you would have 6 large rat ears.
Okay, cool.
Out of all the rats on the ground, any of the rats here, so those swarms there,
Yeah.
you can give me like I guess a nature check. Who's doing it? Who's doing the cutting?
Not me.
Is it
Oh,
Ulrick? Or
I
you?
can do it if you want.
It
Alright,
was,
yeah.
yeah, go, you do it.
Yeah,
I've
go
got
on, you give
nature
me
plus
an-
2.
It's fine. I can do it.
Ghost Quarters.
Would you just want to roll, Matt?
Yeah.
Just a nature
With
check.
nature.
Yeah. Guidance as well. Wait a second.
Of course. It's medicine.
What?
You rolled a medicine check.
Nature.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same roll plus 3. Do you want me to just roll the nature?
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. It's the same roll. No worries.
Sorry,
Cool.
it's just above it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You managed to salvage like a minuscule amount that haven't been burnt away from the acid. You get like 6 small ears from that pile.
Okay, so we're on 16, and then I'll do that.
Oh, you change it?
No, you do that one. I'm doing 10. So we got 4 large rat ears, and then.
You got
No.
2,
So we got
4,
6.
6. You got 6 large rat ears.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm already assuming you got those.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we go chase after this fucking human?
You can absolutely try. Do you guys do anything else in this
That's
area before you move on?
Can I just have a bit of a look through these corpses while I'm cutting the ears to see if
Yeah.
there's anything on it worth value or anything?
Yeah, sure.
I'll stay here.
Um,
I won't move.
All right, cool. Well, you can give me a perception check.
Yeah. Oh, I
Not
would,
you.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
a nat 20.
Ooh.
I'm even gonna say before I even rolled it, I'm not gonna even do guidance because I'm doing guidance like cutting the ears off. But I didn't need the guidance anyway.
All right, give me a second.
So he pulls out a rod of lordly might, yeah, from the rat.
Ha!
Yeah.
That's what it ate, right? I mean,
Didn't even realize I'm not even on camera. I apologize about that. I thought.
no, you're right.
I
I've
thought
had
still
your
was.
profile up. You're good.
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna need a fucking heal after this, FYI.
That's all right.
I'm on fucking 6 HP here.
Fuck yeah.
Well, Tank did his duty.
All right. Can you please roll me a D100?
Yeah, buddy.
$86
86.
gold.
Nah.
No, 860 gold.
1,250 gold to be exact.
No, we need 1,500 now. Oh,
Alright,
we can take
cool.
we can take the 250.
So,
and the
The rat
1,500.
swallowed a bag of pingers worth 3,000 gold.
Pingers!
We can sell them to the
So-
tradies.
Firstly, you find like kind of like around where that like rat, that humanoid looking rat was, you find yourself a couple, like 3 kind of like jewels, like gems that were there. You find,
shit.
yep, you find a rather kind of like opaque, dark green gem, and 2 like pink, yellowy kind of gems that have like mossy grey through it. So in
Let's
other
take 'em
words,
to Blinky.
you found 1 malachite and 2 moss agates. They're both worth up to 10 gold pieces each.
Nice.
Let me just try to add this.
And
Far
I
out,
also
mate.
need you to roll me 1 more D100.
2 seconds.
No, mate. D100 now.
3
You cast
gems.
guidance.
3
One-
gems. Yep.
Yeah,
One.
One
Like-
malachite.
Yep. And 2 Mossa gates.
Okay.
You can get them appraised another time if you'd like. And yeah,
Alright.
roll me a D100 again.
26.
Can't win them all.
All right. You also find, like, in the corner, what appear to be give me a second. A pair of boots, like shoes of some description. They seem very well made, if not used. But what's most interesting about them is that they've got these 3 straps that kind of like are undone at the moment, that when you put them on, it looks like you'd have to strap them up.
Like Jesus' sandals.
No, like the it's like a sock, and then there's these straps around it as well.
Cool,
It has a sole and everything. They're enclosed shoes. You've found a pair of boots of striding and springing.
Okay.
Nice.
So, as a quick synopsis on what this is, you do need to attune to them. However, your walking speed becomes 30, unless your walking speed is obviously higher, and it's never reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor.
Well.
In addition to that, you can now also jump 3 times the normal distance.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Sweet.
Chuck us a
And-
heal, mate.
With that, Radgoran, as you go around the corner, you see that, because you got that sight from Yeshua, that magical effect, you don't see any trace of the creature. Though you can give me a survival check, since you're the one that ran off to have a look.
Yep. 6.
6. You're not even able to find any tracks of it. It is gone.
Cool.
All right. And with that, we will end our session.
Fuck. Okay.
Alright, stream. I know we went a bit later than normal. But,
Awesome.
Man. Thanks, boys. That was really fucking eventful, and I actually really loved that session. Actually, we actually got like a fair bit done. I think, to be completely honest, in terms of just getting shit done, which was actually pretty good.
Absolutely.
Alright. Well, we will see you guys next week. Are you doing
Alright.
any streams this week, Yeshua? Yogi.
Yeah. I think I'm doing one tomorrow. Just
Cool.
Yeah, ICC one probably.
Alright. Catch your stream.
All right,
next
see you
time.
guys.